we all have in common with this little rock? Well, regardless of how our day went or what thoughts consume our minds, we, just like this little rock, are right here, in this room, at this very moment. You are here. But the question is, are you really present? I was on a walk around my neighborhood. It's a small hike through the forest and it ends with this beautiful view spot from which you can see the city lights. It was a peaceful summer evening, the kind that makes you want to take a deep breath and forget about everything. And that's why people go on these hikes, right? To bask in the beauty of nature, to free up their mind, to see the city lights, and it's why I went on it too. Except I did not do any of that. Instead, I woke up back in my apartment 2 hours later, in the middle of my living room, hardly remembering anything about my walk. The beauty of the nature, the joy of the ride, the city lights, I missed all of it. Why? Because I was in my head. The entire time, my body was on autopilot while I was ruminating about some problems in my mind. I was there, but I wasn't present. It felt like 2 hours of my life just passed me by. Have you ever felt like that? Like you're missing out on your life because you're too busy living up here? You know how it is. You say you'll go for a hike, you'll read that book, you'll come to a Toastmasters meeting, and you do, you're here. But are you really? How many of us set this intention clearly and strongly that in this period of time that we are here, we are going to be here, mind and body? I certainly struggle with that. But I'm telling you, I am tired of missing out on my life and the beauty around me. So you know what I did? I went back on that hike the next day. But this time, before I turned the key to unlock my apartment, I stop. I take a deep breath and I say to myself, wherever I am going, I will be there. So I step out of my apartment, I leave my building, and I arrive at the forest. For a minute, I just look around without forming any thoughts or opinions. And there it was. I was present. And I got to experience what was there all along, but I was too distracted to notice. The chirping of the birds, the little dance the leaves make in the trees, the gentle smiles of the other hikers and the wiggly tails of their dogs. And at last, of course, the city lights at sunset. God, it was beautiful. I felt alive. And what a gift that is. I wasn't trapped in my mind anymore, consumed about thoughts about the past or the present or the future. I wasn't sleepwalking through my day, missing out on the very experiences I was seeking out. I finally got to see and feel and hear the world around me. So now, back in my apartment, 2 hours later, after that second hike, in the middle of my living room, but this time with a smile on my face and peace in my mind, I finally understood what Hemingway meant when he wrote the following. Try to learn to breathe deeply, really to taste food when you eat, and when you sleep, really to sleep. Try to be wholly alive with all your might. When you laugh like hell. And when you get angry, get good and angry. Try to be alive. You'll be dead soon enough. End quote. Well, these words, just like this experience, reminded me how important it is that we are present in our own lives. And remember this little rock? I picked it up on that second hike because I realized it doesn't think about the past or the future. It just is here, now. Let us all do the same.